the ongoing renovation of this former Galleria. You can see here, Burlington has already been well established here for about a year. They moved them from one side of the former Galleria to the newly opened area of the Galleria. You can see here, they did a great job with changing around one of the big entryways. You can see how impressive it is with this multi-story entryway. Now, originally there was a stairway leading down, but that was a lot of wasted space. So the owners decided to change that, fill that in, make a much more impressive entryway. And that's exactly what they did here. And then they refurbished the exterior of the first 2 floors, and I think they're gonna spruce up the top 3 floors too, the exterior. Just another view of this beautiful renovation job that they've done. The amount of time it must have took to plan this out is incredible. Now imagine, for almost 2 years, the first 2 levels have been completely empty. And not only that, but there's a level below ground that had a lot of retail shops that was also empty. It's just unimaginable for someone to do that unless they're really trying to reposition a place like this. And that's what they're doing, because as you know, a lot of retail malls are suffering, and they're suffering a lot. So I think what they're trying to do is reinvigorate this mall to make it much more in tune with the times. You can see what they've done here already. Just an incredible job. Here, an even closer view, some of the beautiful work they've done at this impressive entrance. It's going to be really, really nice. You can see how much other stuff they've done here. Incredible. You could even see from inside the mall how much work is being done. It's completely empty inside. This is on 10th Street between Market and the next northern street. It's just a better view of seeing the inside work that's being done. I would estimate it's still about another year of work that they need to do. But just think of how much time it's taking and how they're really thinking long term. And they have to. The best malls, I think, these days are going to be within urban centers, because that's where the people are. Now with the advent of Amazon, with the advent of all this online shopping, you have to create the experience. And that's what this mall is trying to do. to reinvigorate the mall, to create a new shopping experience for people. And you can see inside everything that's there, how they're doing this. Bravo to them. Bravo to trying to get this done. It's not going to be easy, but it's a great job they're doing. A little bit more of the extensive work that they're doing to the interior here at the entrance for the shopping mall at 10th and Market. It's just amazing when you see how much work gets put in. You don't appreciate it until it's done. When it's done, you say, wow, bravo. As I mentioned once before, all the planning that must have taken place to just make sure to get all this done. The metalwork inside, making sure everything is designed as it should be designed. Incredible. Bravo to the planners, bravo to the city, bravo to the shopping mall and the owners. This is another look at that same entrance that we were seeing at 10th and Market. Former Galleria. And you can see last time we filmed this, that area was under construction, that top area. Did a great job with covering everything up. You just take a better look at what we were seeing earlier from 9th and Market. Again, this is 10th and Market. What a great job they've done on everything. Look at this incredible work. You can see they're starting to do some work on the top 3 floors too. They were delaying that, I think, in light of the fact that they were working on the first few floors. They wanted to make sure they got that right. And then once they got that right, they started putting a little more emphasis on the other floors. But I'm sure once they're done, it's going to be a magnificent, magnificent job. So one of the things the city of Philadelphia is trying to do is reposition the downtown area, just like what the mall is doing, to make it more attractive to bring in people. The city of Philadelphia is also trying to make the center of the city much more pedestrian friendly, much more people friendly, to induce shoppers to come into the city, to induce shoppers to buy things, and thus it becomes a virtuous circle where when people come into the city, buy things, businesses make more money, tax revenue increases, it's a win for everyone, and then it makes it even nicer for people to come in. The downside is, then it becomes very popular for people to live in the city. And when it becomes popular for people to live in the city, home valuations increase, thus limiting who's going to end up living in the nice area of the city, which that's the big debate. But the first issue is getting everything in a nice situation where people want to come in and want to shop and want to have the nice city experience. And here we have a view closer to 11th and Market, but just to give perspective to all the people seeing this, I'm sure there are people outside of Philadelphia who are going to reminisce about the former Galleria Mall, and just to think how it was and how amazing it was to see that. But it's just really a chance for everyone to kind of have an idea what everything looks like. And there you can see this new addition on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors. Great job they did. Now, prior to them putting this new addition on, there were all these mechanicals, like air conditioning, electrical machines on this floor, but they've changed it around. A whole new shopping experience for Philadelphia. Better view of this whole reworked area of the former Galleria. Wow, so impressive. Look at that corner area. That was former Burlington. They changed it all around. Better view of that beautiful entryway. They completely reworked it. It used to all be open, but again, what is the most valuable use of space? That was the key question, and I think that's what they decided was the most important thing, to figure out the best use of the space. And to close it made it a lot more sensible than just to leave it open. I think that's the current trend these days, to have everything more controlled, because this way you can control the movement of the people in the areas you can't, and control like the quality of the shopping experience. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're trying to retain as much space as they can and to make it as enjoyable as possible. Again, we're at 11th and Market, and where we were before was 10th and Market. That's where that intersection is. And all the way in the distance is 9th and Market, where the Galleria begins. Now, as other people watching this might know, it's the Galleria and this shopping development that helped reinvigorate downtown Philadelphia many, many years ago. If it wasn't for this, I think it wouldn't have prompted the betterment of the downtown area as quickly as happened. But this whole shopping mall, it's a little bit old, but it's okay because that's what helped reinvigorate the whole downtown area of Philadelphia. And from a ripple effect from Market Street, it rippled outward, blocks at a time, until right now you have about 30 blocks south of Market Street, 30 blocks north of Market Street that have all been really, really improved. It's a great place to live now. 30 blocks south of Market, 30 blocks north of Market, to the east of Market, to the west of Market. It's just amazing. But this is the nexus that really prompted all this redevelopment.